That's what I think about that. Send them on down. Satan's awaiting them. That vegan teacher, I know you. Not your name, possibly where you live, but for sure the fact that you are a truly terrible human being. It's been a while since I checked up on that vegan teacher, probably close to about a year, and I still can't get that godforsaken song about Donald Trump out of my head.
Why the fuck aren't you vegan yet, Mr. President Trump? Ooh. Is it because you're stuck on the toilet trying hard to push out a dump?
It's like a freaking curse, man. Every time I'm in the shower, I just can't help but break out into song and dance about Donald Trump trying to take a dump. But much like a turd you see on the bathroom floor, I can never truly forget her. Every so often, I find myself having very intrusive thoughts about that vegan teacher. So intrusive, in fact, I would call it a full-on home invasion, which is what's led me back to her. Once again, back to where I don't want to be, but is it possibly back to where I belong? Anyway, during my regular... I can't say that word still.
Howdy.
Anyway, during my regularly scheduled check of her YouTube channel to make sure she was still failing miserably at turning people vegan, of course, I found these two very intriguing videos, to say the least. All LGBTQ+ should be vegan, and all women should be vegan were the names of the videos. And yes, she does still make videos on any popular creator that isn't vegan yet, trying to turn them into a vegan and start some beef. But luckily enough for me, I'm not a popular enough creator to be in her crosshairs. I can just fly straight under the radar, say basically whatever I want about her, and she'll probably never see the video to react to it. So, we're good. But these two videos immediately caught my attention because she's bringing topics into veganism that don't fit her everyone should be vegan agenda. And it's just kind of odd overall to push veganism upon one specific group of people for no apparent reason at all. So naturally, I watched these two videos to completion, hoping for something insane so I could make a video about it. And oh boy, I stumbled into a gold mine. I found the One Piece treasure. That might be a bit of an exaggeration, but what I found was truly horrid content. Even for that vegan teacher's standards, this was bad. I watched every LGBTQ+ should be vegan first, so saddle on up, it's time to yeet and haul. She's got to be the most disliked channel on YouTube too, by the way. Every single video of hers is exactly like this right here. Thousands of dislikes and barely any likes. So I had to contribute. Now we can watch the video.
Hello everyone, and especially you, members of the LGBTQ community. Why the fuck aren't you vegan yet?
That's what she says to everyone.
Huh? What's your excuse? You don't like oppression, right? So
I don't think anyone does.
Why are you oppressing others? That's what I want to know. If you don't like oppression, why do you pay for your people to do it to another group of individuals? Innocent turkeys, pigs, lambs, sheep, rabbits, all of these innocent animals who are exploited in the industry. Why do you pay for that? And at the same time yell, oh, but I'm so oppressed.
She's coming out of the gates hard, swinging that cock around on everybody, saying, oh, you LGBTQ+ people, you don't like oppression, even though you have a massive history of it. Don't oppress these animals, because you buying food to eat to, support yourself nutritiously, that's oppression, because you're oppressing the animals that you're buying to eat. Jesus Christ, man. I don't know about you guys, but my spotty senses are tingling pretty heavily right now, telling me that this lady is about to go down the road of comparing LGBTQ+ community to the animal community, saying that they're both the same because they're both oppressed.
Meanwhile, you are doing the oppressing yourself. So, just stop it. All members of the LGBTQ community should be vegan because, let's go over what the definition is. Being vegan simply means being kind to animals. Okay, remember, it's not about food.
What?
Can you be
it's
kind
not?
to animals?
Wait, I thought... This is a genuine question. I'm very confused. I thought veganism was actually what you ate. I didn't know it was being kind to animals. I mean, I'm kind to... I don't kick my dog and throw my cat out the window. I mean, I'm pretty nice to animals. I don't kill animals, but I eat animals. So, I mean... I thought being vegan and all that was about what you ate, but I guess not, apparently. You just gotta be kind to animals.
Can handle it. Just means when you go to the store, instead of taking the cow's milk, you just take the soy milk.
Soy milk?
Look, watch,
no.
like this.
I can't do that. Dude.
And there.
Cow milk tastes so much better.
Right?
Straight
wanna
from
go
the
back to your
udder.
old
You
habits-
just go straight to that udder and you just suck on that nipple. Oh, nothing like that. Going out in my backyard with all my cows because I live in West Virginia. Country folk here. I just suck straight from the nipple. That's the best milk you'll ever get. Soy milk sucks. Soy milk is god-awful. Soy milk is the undercarriage that my cheese builds up in. Without getting into a full-on rant about soy milk
Eating
can
eggs,
suck it.
You simply go, nope.
Say no to
eggs anymore. Because I don't want to pay for these innocent animals to be exploited.
I love eggs.
Chickens in the industry, the
So
baby
good.
boys who are put on these assembly lines and crushed, murdered, because you pay for it. You members of the LGBTQ community.
Well, you know, if it takes a couple baby boy chickens getting crushed for me to eat eggs every morning, I think that's a sacrifice I'm willing to take. You know, I'm willing to give in order to receive. You know, eggs are so freaking good, dude. They're so good. It's probably my favorite food. So yeah, couple chickens getting crushed is it's small in the grand scheme of things of me getting my daily breakfast meal. So hey, no complaints here.
You're my focus today. Now let's remember before you go crazy and say, oh my God, she's discriminating so much. Remember that I'm also in your gang. I'm bisexual.
In the gang.
I'm out of the closet 100 years ago, and nobody gives a shit.
You're that old?
Nobody's ever hassled me about it. There's never been a single bit of prejudice against me. So I encourage you also to come out if you want to. But of course, coming out as a vegan animal rights activist, that is something.
She just said that she basically just said it was harder to come out as a vegan rights activist than to come out as a member of the LGBTQ community. That is probably the most outlandish statement I've ever heard in my life. Parents literally kick their children out of homes and disown them because they're in the LGBTQ community. If I happened to be in that community, my mom and dad would not get a second thought. They would kick me straight out because of how they've been raised in the area that I'm raised in. It's not a very welcoming area to the LGBTQ community, to say the least. But, you know, if I came out as a vegan and said, Mom and Dad, I don't want to eat milk and dairy and eggs and meat, they would say, okay, that's kind of weird, but, you know, hey, we'll buy something else, I guess. You know, that's not the same at all in any way, shape, or form. Like I said before, the LGBTQ community actually does have a massive history of oppression, and they're still pretty discriminated against, honestly. Vegans are just kind of looked at like, yeah, you know, hey, you know, it's kind of odd to some people, but, you know, most people just see it as like, you know, I don't really care.
Much more special because it is not just about you. It's about ending the oppression of others.
Animals.
Thinking beyond yourself.
Animals, not others.
What are you waiting for?
They're animals.
Be vegan. Go back to your roots. You were born vegan. You never wanted to hurt animals. Go back to your roots.
What? I was
Be
born
an
a vegan?
Defender. Stop claiming that you are being oppressed while
Animal
you are oppressing
defender.
others.
Put that white knight helmet on and let's go be animal defenders, baby. Nobody's gonna touch animals on my watch. Yeah.
Be morally consistent.
Yeah.
Don't be a hypocrite. And join us. Join us on this channel. Like,
You're an insane
subscribe,
lady.
Press the notification
You're
bell.
insane.
Help us get the animals out
This
of hell.
lady is the reason. Get them
Come
out
out of the
She said get them out of hell. Did you hear that?
Press the notification bell. Help us get the animals out of hell.
Help us get the animals out of hell. I swear this lady loves animals more than she loves human beings. She definitely does. She definitely holds them to a higher pedestal. She thinks they're better than human beings, and she really truly does. In her insane belief, she really does believe in them. For some reason. She's solely the reason I would say a lot of people see vegans as like terrible people because of the stuff she puts on the internet. She is a massive hindrance to the community of vegans online. She is awful.
Come out of the closet and say, I am an animal rights activist. I am an animal defender. But brace yourself. Because vegan phobia is going to come after you.
Vegan phobia.
People are going to be like, what the hell?
No.
You're going to start to make them feel guilty.
No.
They don't like it.
That's not how
you know
it
what
works.
You say to yourself? Doesn't matter.
I've not met anybody that cares about people being vegan.
It's the right thing to do.
Ever.
To speak up. On
Vegan phobia does not exist. There's no way.
Are suffering right now on factory farms. They are living a Holocaust.
Oh, she's bringing the Holocaust
Yeah.
back into it. She said this before. Here we
Think
go.
about what happened
Here
in
we
the
go.
Holocaust.
Yep.
The other Holocaust. You know, the one during World War II.
Yep. The only
You know what the Nazis
Holocaust.
did? Think about all the things that they did, and then just look at what we do to animals today. It's the same.
She's comparing this now to the Holocaust. Once again, like she did, I believe I covered this in one of the other videos. She's saying animals being in their factory farms or whatever, I would say it is kind of, kind of nasty what that happens in there. I don't know the full scope of it, but the Holocaust, I would go as far to say as the Holocaust was probably worse than factory farms, just on a whim. I would just go off on a branch and say that, but I don't think animals getting killed for food production is the same as actual human beings being put into camps, starved, and just living the most awful life imaginable, and then getting gassed. That sounds a bit worse than whatever the animals are going through, because animals aren't even really sentient beings. There's nothing behind those eyes.
But in summary, all members of the LGBTQ community should be vegan. They should be animal defenders, and they should join me here on this channel.
She hasn't made a valid point.
They should make their own videos talking about how it is wrong to hurt animals. Remembering the definition, being vegan simply means being kind to animals. If you say I don't want to be vegan, it's like saying I don't want to be kind to animals. This school is actually where I did an internship when I was in university.
Why is she just standing outside of a school talking about whatever she's talking about?
So, well, the parents are going to get upset. I said, about what?
I think she's going a bit off topic now. She's a bit off the rails, We need to get her back on track here.
But I taught in the school system for 9 years.
God.
And then I quit.
I would say she was an awful teacher to be around. She was one of those teachers that everyone hated.
Another reminder to you guys that this is a good kind of Halloween decoration. Look at that. Natural stuff. Don't be buying all that plastic and crap and putting that all over your
I'm going to buy
lawns.
plastic skeletons, those animated things when people walk by, like jumps out and grabs them and they have heart attacks and poop on your front doorstep.
Just don't do that.
That's the kind of stuff I'm going to decorate with. Those are the good decorations.
I'll just say goodnight to you now. Go vegan? Start now.
No. Why is gay Ernie acting vegan phobic when he can so easily be, I'm guessing, vegan? Oh, she made a video called, Is There Even Such a Thing as an LGBT Community, or Are We All Just? So as you can tell from that first video there, this lady has a couple things loose in her head, if there is anything in that head at all. Maybe she's just like an AI robot sent here solely to make bad YouTube content. I think she's off TikTok now. I think she got banned. So we're now on to all women should be vegan. Here we go.
All women should be vegan.
I would imagine it's the same message.
Every one of them. Yeah, including you.
I'm not a woman.
Including your mom. Including your grandmother, your teacher.
My grandma's dead.
Nurse, doctor, lawyer, person who collects garbage, the cashier at the drugstore. All women should be vegan. Your neighbor across the street who's drilling something, she should be vegan. Let's go over what the definition means.
Let's go, neighbor. You hear that in the background? As soon as she started making a video, that neighbor started drilling and going ham with that power tool. It's an S-tier neighbor right there. That's a great neighbor. They knew that the vegan teacher was about to make a video, and they said, let me save everybody's ears real quick and turn on this very loud drill that I need to use. That's funny.
Vegan.
I hope that's intentional. If that's intentional, that's great.
You will do your
Let's just listen to it.
Not to contribute to the rape, torture, confinement, enslavement, sadness, and murder of innocent animals who never wanted to die.
Keep drilling. Yep. Let's go.
That's the thing about suburbia. There's always somebody who's fixing something or mowing the lawn or has one of those leaf blowers. You never know when it's gonna pop up.
Why does she dress like this? That hat looks like it looks like a like a chef hat. It looks like that, like the hats from Ratatouille, or I don't know what they're called. It's like a denim version of that hat with like a bill on the front for some reason. That's the ugliest hat I've ever seen in my life, and like a stupid scarf around her neck, and she got like the businesswoman suit thing on. This lady clearly doesn't have a fashion sense. I mean, I wear like really just weird colored white, black, and whatever this color is t-shirts. So, I mean, I don't have much of an opinion when it comes to fashion, but, that's not good. Anyways, I'm sure you heard those couple words that she threw out there. I made a little bit of a face whenever she said them, so, can't wait till she brings that back up.
Do not hurt these animals. You can totally do this. When you go shopping, all you do is you just put veggies, fruits, nuts, seeds, lentils, beans, everything in the store except for animal products in your shopping cart. Because
you know how You know how awful that sounds? Putting vegetables, nuts, beans, only just stuff from the earth in your cart. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. Oh my God. Look at that. Precious meat and cheese, baby. Oh, and this right here, oh, tilapia, so good. That fish be hitting different, baby. Oh, look, you can have some greens and stuff on there too, but you gotta have the meat. The meat makes it better. I love meat in my mouth. Oh my God, it's so good. God, meat, man. Meat. I have wet dreams about meat. Meat's so good. I'm basically like Luffy. Been watching One Piece. Luffy loves meat. Niku, he loves Niku.
Peace begins on your plate, so you can totally
Niku,
open up your heart.
Ishi, that's Niku.
You've already done it.
Ishi.
With your kids, with your family, right? You know how to open up your heart. So just extend that to others who you can't see.
What?
Because they're hidden.
What conspiracy theory garbage is this?
I mean, massive.
He's gonna start talking about reptilian people, overlords, and mole people in the Middle Earth.
Want somebody to pin you down and force you to be pregnant.
Hold up. Let's back this up about 10 seconds here. Listen to this.
If you wouldn't want somebody to pin you down and force you to be pregnant, how can you in good conscience give your money to an industry that is going to do that to another female?
So now she's comparing animals and whatever's going on in those factories. She compared it to the LGBTQ oppression in the last video. Now she's comparing it to females being...
If you wouldn't want somebody to
I don't need to say anything. That's
steal
absurd.
Your milk after you had a newborn
Steal
baby.
my milk. Milk me.
How can you in good conscience
Milk me.
pay
Please
to a
milk
mother
me.
cow? If you women would not want your babies to be stolen, your boys, only to have their throats slit and turned into leather coats, if you wouldn't want that to be done to your child.
I hate how she compares them so much to humans. She always makes it like humans and animals are the same thing when they're not. If they were the same thing, animals wouldn't be allowed to be treated like that. I don't understand. If you want animals and humans to be treated equally, why don't you make all the animals start learning how to get jobs? And then we can talk about being equal and not eating them. Once they start going to work, being lawyers and doctors and office jobs, YouTubers, that's when we can start talking, I'll be vegan. That's when we can start talking the whole world can be vegan. You know, make laws to where people can't eat animals. But until then, until they stop being stupid animals who just sit there and stare out into nothingness with nothing behind their eyes, I'm going to keep milking them for all that they're worth. Straight from the teat.
It's a no-brainer. Don't pay into the dairy industry, which does that.
Oh, I'm going to.
To little baby boy cows
I love
right
milk.
now. And to mother cows.
Milk, mommy.
If you wouldn't want to see your husband, brother, or any loved one pinned down,
I can see where this is going.
forcefully masturbated against their will, their sperm taken, removed, and stolen, and shoved into a female.
Hey, forceful masturbation where my sperm is shoved into a female? Sounds like a good Friday night to me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you boys out there know what I'm saying. Give me a fist bump. Pound it. Yeah, baby.
All of this without consent.
Forceful masturbation.
You wouldn't want that to happen to somebody that you love.
Any boy would
You
love
as a
to
woman
be
should
forcefully
speak out against the dairy
masturbated.
industry. The dairy industry is vile, evil, and it should stop.
Evil Milk
And it
Corporation.
starts to stop
Evil
with
Dairy
you.
Corporation.
You simply buy oat
That's her
milk,
conspiracy theory.
soy milk,
Soy
or
milk
any
sucks.
other kind of milk when you go into the store.
Any kind of other
That's
milk
it.
sucks. Almond milk's alright.
Women, all of you should be vegan.
Keep
And you
that
should
drill
not
going.
eat eggs either.
Get it louder.
Because the egg industry is absolutely horrific, barbaric. It is a holocaust
love
that's
eggs.
going on right now.
I love eggs.
The baby
I'll never
boy
stop
chicks
eating eggs. Eggs and
are
egg
put on
whites.
these giant assembly lines. And when they identify them as male, they go down and they fall down a chute full of knives and they slice them up into a million pieces because they will never be able to lay eggs.
Hey man, I said it a minute ago. I'll say it again. If it takes a couple baby boy chickens getting through down a ladder chute or whatever she's talking about for me to have some eggs, that's just going to have to happen because I want me some eggs. And if I want me some eggs, I'm going to get me some eggs. And that chicken doesn't have a say in the matter. So, you know, screw you, baby boy chickens. I win at the end of the day.
Can you imagine if somebody did that to your brother or your child? It's wrong.
It's not the same at
We
all.
all know it's wrong.
It's not
And
the
women,
same.
We make up at least half of the society here. If every woman tapped into her heart and tapped into the strength that she has and decided to be vegan from now on, we could turn this whole world around. Just like that.
A world full of people like you is not a
Because
world
the
I want to
animal
live in.
agriculture
That would be
contributes to so much
hell on
pollution
earth.
as
That
well.
would be like the second Holocaust
So
right
just
there.
by cutting down
Horrendous.
on our meat,
Awful.
dairy and eggs and all of these other things and going directly to the source and getting the plants themselves instead of filtering them through animals.
But in all honesty, crazy people like this on the internet is what makes the internet fun in the first place. It would be mundane and boring if we didn't have people like her to
We
make
would be
us
doing
laugh
so
and
much
chuckle.
good for the world.
I feel so
Women,
smart after watching
if
her
you care
videos. It
about
just
the
makes
future
my
generations on this planet,
IQ go through the roof.
Then you should be vegan.
I feel so confident after watching her videos. I feel like I
Veganism
could
is
conquer
best
the
for
world.
planet. It is best for the oceans. It is best for the sky. It is best for the earth. It is best for human health, and it is best for the animals.
All right, I'm going to look this up. She says it's best for human health. I'm pretty sure meat has a very big role in human health, if I'm not wrong. Plants don't provide certain nutrients that animal products do. One such essential nutrient that you can't get from plants is vitamin B12, which is necessary for the normal function of the nervous system and for the formation of red blood cells. That is why people who follow a diet that excludes all animal products are advised to take vitamin B12 supplements. So it does have benefits to eat meat. You don't have to take vitamin supplements, but I mean, it's not a major thing, but still, my point has been proven and you are stupid. Sorry, I let my anger overtake me. I apologize. I will be, getting on my hands and knees to pray to Jesus Christ tonight to forgive me.
Now I hear what you're saying. Well, I have an eating disorder, so I can't be vegan.
That's not what I said. I didn't say that. You didn't hear me say that.
Not true. Your eating disorder has nothing to do with the animals. It is not the animal's fault that you have an eating disorder. Your eating disorder is a disorder in your head. It's not a food disorder. It's a disorder about how you think about food. So do whatever you need to do. Go to therapy and fix it. Just in your mind, think to yourself,
Or keep eating meat.
okay, I have this eating disorder. I got to get over it. And here are the things I will not ever touch. I will never touch the children of the world. I will never commit.
I don't know why she
money
calls
to
them. She
paying
calls
people
them the
to
children
hurt
of the world and
them.
stuff to
That's
make
what
people
the
feel
animals
bad,
are.
and it
They
just
are the
makes you
children
look
of the
even more
world.
insane. It
They're
makes
the
me want to
same.
eat
We need our
meat even more.
protection.
I'm
Shouldn't
gonna
be
eat
touched
beef
inappropriately.
right after you
They
get
should
done
be
talking
turned
about this.
into
Right when I get done
items that
recording this
people
video,
wear,
I'm
into
gonna eat
shoes,
some
into
beef and
handbags.
rice and hot sauce all over it, and I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna
I also heard you saying that you have
slurp
allergies.
it
You're saying,
up,
well, I
baby.
have
Oh,
allergies.
it's gonna
I
be
can't
so
vegan
good.
because, no, I have
It's gonna be
allergies.
so good. I might even eat some beef jerky after that. I got some beef
should
jerky that's
excuse.
calling my name. I've been
Allergies are no
foaming at the mouth
excuse for
thinking of that
animal
beef
abuse.
jerky, and I think I'm gonna go eat it after
Simply
this
eat
now.
the
I think
other
I'm going
things.
to. There's a
Don't eat
bunch of
them.
animals I can eat
You
too.
can be vegan without eating nuts. If you're allergic to soy, don't
I eat
eat
nuts.
soy. You can be vegan without eating soy.
Love nuts.
If you're allergic to gluten, don't eat gluten. You can be vegan without eating gluten. Being vegan,
You can also be
once again,
omnivorous
means
and
simply
eat
being
meat
kind to animals.
and plants.
every woman on this planet
Win-win.
is kind to animals.
Uh-oh.
And you can
Camera shut
start
off.
Go to howdoigovegan.com. Okay, it's very easy to remember. Howdoigovegan.com.
I don't think I
And
will.
also, if you don't understand what goes on, if you don't believe me, then educate yourself.
I believe
Because
you. I
as
just don't
an
care.
educated woman, you can educate your kids, and you can have such a massive impact in your family.
A
Okay?
stupid
Because of
impact.
Me, many people in my family became vegan.
Because you
I have
probably
been talking
forced it
about
down their
for years.
throat.
It didn't come overnight.
You probably
of
said,
course.
"Get that
People are
veganism
stubborn,
down your
especially in our
throat."
families, right?
Be vegan.
It takes 100 clicks to
vegan.
become vegan.
Veganism.
It might just be one
Be
click. It might be
vegan.
the first click for somebody watching for the first time. Might be like, what the heck is vegan? What is this woman talking about? But then you're going to go
That's exactly my
and look
thoughts.
at howdoigovegan.com, or you're going to
What
go
is this
to
woman
a
talking
documentary
about?
called don'twatch.org. Don'twatch.org. And watch. It's only 6 minutes long.
But it says
Go and find out
don'twatch.org.
what happens. And then women come and join me.
Why is it called
Come and
don'twatch.org?
join
It's
me
like
and
an
start your own
Instagram
YouTube
bot
channel.
comment. Don't
Start
look at my
talking about the animals.
page.
Start
I'm offended she didn't make it all men should be vegan video. Someone just shot a gun. That's why I looked over there. Now my dogs are going crazy. So maybe someone got shot. Maybe they didn't. I don't really care, Screw the neighbors, If you're really looking to make a difference in the world, my personal opinion here, everybody's awful. No matter how good you think you are, nobody's a good person. Everybody's awful somewhere down the line. So, you going vegan isn't going to make you a good person automatically. You're still going to be an awful human being. Human beings are just naturally awful. We're all despicable, stinky creatures who shower every day, and their nuts still smell bad after a couple hours.
So thanks for being here. Please subscribe and press the notification bell and help me get all of these animals out of hell. Because that's really where they are right now.
Send the animals to hell! That's what I think about that. Send them on down. Satan's awaiting them. Hey, maybe Satan likes meat too. You gotta send some down to him. He's missing out. What is he supposed to eat down there? He's gotta eat some chickens and stuff, you know. Help the homeboy out. Help the homeboy Satan out, you know. Everyone that disliked this video seems to think you're kind of on the crazy side as well. Let's read some of the comments here. Alternate title: I annoy all sane women. That drill in the back is making more sense than you. I love reading through the comments and just seeing people clown on the vegan teacher. She's so dumb. So that'll about do it for this video. That's all. So that will about do it for this video. This is my annual physical, my annual checkup on that vegan teacher. Might be back sometime in the future, might not be. Let's see where the road takes us. Whenever I start thinking about her again and start singing that song in the shower once again, breaking down into cold sweats in the middle of the night, waking up thinking about that vegan teacher, that's when I know it'll be time to make another video. And until then, I'll see you next time. Peace out.